Hey everybody, I'm Crash37 and my favorite band ever is AFI. So before the next album comes out, I wanted to go back and really rank all of the previous albums. So what I'm going to do is take each individual song, give it a rating out of 5, and then find the average for the album. This is all based on personal opinion, and I will be giving Bodies a full review when it comes out. And if you disagree with what I'm going to say, leave a comment, let me know. So we're starting off with Answer That and Stay Fashionable, their first full-length album. My prediction is that it's going to be lower mid tier. I do really enjoy this album, but we'll see where the songs individually land. Also, like down here, vinyl only, re-release vinyl tracks. I'm going by the original track list, so no B-sides, no bonus tracks, but hidden tracks are okay. Alright, Two of a Kind, good song. It's pretty short. I mean, it's a good way to start off the album. When you hear it, you know what you're getting. I actually give it a 4 on this album. It's a good song. All right, Half Empty Bottle. I mean, same thing. They're a lot of them are on like the same level. Like they're good jams. Like nothing I would expect them to actually play live or anything. But if it comes on, like I'm not changing it. That's a big qualifier for these songs, is if I change it or not when it pops up. All right, your Friend in Mine, the original version. Another song it's not bad. Like it's not like amazing or anything, but I'm trying to keep the ratings within the albums themselves, not compared to their other works. And I can't say that it is any better or worse than Two of a Kind or Half Empty Bottle, so I give it a 4 also. Alright, I Want to Get a Mohawk. If this song was not on the retrospective album, it's not really a standout. Like I know it's kind of a fan favorite, but honestly I have to give it a 2. Brownie Bottom Sundays, pretty good. It's got the intro with the kick drum and the bass. I do really like it, but not as much as the first 3 tracks on the album, so I have to give that one a 3. Alright, Checker Demon, honestly it's another 3 for me. Like, still good, but, you know, not as good as like Two of a Kind. Though it does have that European Vacation part in the beginning, so that's pretty cool. Cereal Wars 1, like, it doesn't do anything for me. I know it's like just like a fun, fast punk song, but I don't feel it. Alright, Mother to Me is another solid 3. Not amazing, but not bad. Alright, Rizzo in the Box. The verses are kind of iffy, but it has a really fun chorus. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 3. Yeah, pretty average. Alright, Kung Fu Devil is the song that ruined the name Toby for me. So every time I hear someone's name Toby, I think Toby. So, I actually really like the song though. It's a weird Reservoir Dogs audio insert at the beginning, but it's a 4. Yeah, like I will say it's better than the Mother of Me and Rizzo in the Box, Checker Demon. Yeah, it's a solid 4. The next song though is the first 5 on this album. Your Name Here. I don't know why, I just really enjoy this song. It's one of my favorite AFI songs overall, so it's a 5 for me. NyQuil's another 1. It's just I don't know, man. It's just like it's just thrown on the album. I feel it just doesn't do anything for me. Alright, Don't Make Me Ill is a really fun song. I give it a 4. And you got the other audio insert at the beginning, like, I'll knock your fucking head in. That is forever implanted in my brain. But it's a really fun song. I give it a 4. Alright, High School Football Hero is another one of those songs, like Cereal Wars and NyQuil. I give it a 1. I know what he's getting at, but it just doesn't, it's just there, kinda. And the cover of Man in a Suitcase, it's a good cover. Not something that I listen to all the time, so I have to give it a 2. Alright, so after adding them all up and dividing by the number of songs on the album, I give it a 2.6. And this is going to be moved around, so don't worry about that. Alright, moving on to Very Proud of Ya. This one, like if you just ask me straight out, I would say it's probably my least favorite AFI album. Like it would be bottom tier for me. So let's check it out. Alright, so we got No Dave Party, which is just an instrumental, because Davey's not there. I gave it a 2. Like it's not bad. It's a nice instrumental. Like I could see them playing that before Davey comes out on stage. Maybe they did that before. I don't know. He Who Laughs Last, another song from the retrospective album. Their first music video? Yeah, first music video. I give it a 4. Like it's a good song. Structured well. Like I usually don't skip it if it comes up, so give it a 4. All right, File 13 is not bad. Like it's not a bad song. It had like a nice what is that thing called? When they the back and forth with the audience kind of thing in the song. It's calling something. I don't know, but yeah, I give it a 3. It's pretty average. Wake Up Call is another very average song. nothing really wrong with it, but it doesn't, like, looking at the songs we have so far, it's not to the level of He Who Laughs Last, which is a 4, so I have to give it a 3. Cult Status is a fun song, really fun chorus, but still, it's very average. And then we get to the first number 5 on this album, Perfect Fit. I think even if it wasn't on the retrospective, I still think it is the standout song of this album. Never skip, would love to hear them play it live, so that's a 5. By far my favorite song on the album. Advances in Modern Technology, another very, very average song, so it's a 3. Alright, Theory of Revolution, it should probably be another average song, but I just can't stand the chorus. I don't know why, it just bugs me, like I don't like it. So I have to give that one a 2. And then we have The Secret Ninja, which reminds me a lot of Total Immortal. Doesn't mean it's as good as Total Immortal, not even close. So for that one, I have to give it a 2. I would give it a 3, but it's not as good as like Cult Status or Wake Up Call or the other 3s on this album, so I have to give it a 2. And Soapbox Derby, I feel that, I don't know, it's just like, okay, so one of my problems with this album is sometimes Davey sounds like he's singing like a show tune kind of thing, like he's just giving exposition, and this is one of those songs, and it just really bugs me, so I have to give it a 1. Aspirin Free is kind of the same way for me, but I do feel that it's better than Soapbox Derby, so I'll give it a 2. Fishbowl is another one of those exposition dumps kind of thing, and just the way that he sings some of the words, like it's just, I don't know, it just reminds me of like a fucking play or something, and I can't stand a lot of it. Charles Atlas, not as bad. I give it a 2. It takes a little bit to get going, and it seems like the verses are kind of overstuffed, which is another big problem with these older songs. It just seems like they try to put as many words into each verse as they can. So I give it a 2. Yeah. Crop Tub, I don't like the song at all. Yeah, at all. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me, and the chorus, like, fuck. I don't know. It doesn't work. Doesn't work for me at all. Plus, you know, the screaming megaphone verses. I mean, it can work sometimes, it's just not here. So I got to give it a 1. Consult My Lover is another one of those songs that I was talking about that it just sounds like he's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it really, but it does really get on my nerves. But it has a good chorus, so I have to give it a 2 instead of a 1. Take the Test is pretty fun. For that one, I can't say it's as bad. I mean, I don't want to say bad. I can't say it's like on the level of like Charles Atlas or Consult My Lover, so I'll give it a 3. And then we have the lesser version of Two of a Kind. I really do think that the original version is much better, so I have to give this one a 2. I gave the original a 3, so yeah, I think 2 is it for this one. And then I hate the way that Shatty Fatmas starts, so I give it a 1, because I mean I have, you know, listened to the entire song, but if it comes on randomly, I'll skip it just because I hate the beginning. It's like that's what it sounds like to me anyway. And then we have the worst version of Your Friend and Mine. Same thing with Two of a Kind. I gotta give it a 2 because the song, I like the song, but it's not as good as the version on the last album. And I don't know why they picked those 2 songs to remake for the second album. All right, Cruise Control. Fuck this song. I do not like it at all. The chorus just kills it. It just absolutely kills it. And then finally, Modern Epic. The way it starts does sound kind of epic. It's another very shouty song, but has a good chorus. Like it's not as low as a 2, so I'll give it a 3. Yeah, pretty average for this album. All right, so for Very Proud of Ya, we got a 2.28 average. Yeah, I mean, it's starting off pretty much how I predicted. Next one's going to change some stuff though. Alright, Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes. Very different than their previous 2 albums, like a super different direction. You can still hear a little bit of Davies' I don't know how to explain it, early voice, but it's probably the biggest jump in styles between 2 consecutive albums. Alright, Keeping Out Direct Sunlight is a fantastic opener. I give that a 4. Like, you could just listen to it on its own. It's a good opener. Alright, 3 reasons I give it a 4. I really enjoy that song. Nothing wrong with it, really. It's just, it's not a 5. Like, it's good, but not a 5. The next song, A Single Second, is a 5. Hopefully not just because of the retrospective. You got Nick 13 on there. It's a good song. Like, Davey you really get, like, a lot of him in that song. PH Low, another really good one. I give it a 4. Like it's not a single second, but it's really good. Let It Be Broke is very shouty. Has a really cool intro to it, and then after the second chorus, it goes into like a bridge kind of like ending little thing, and I really enjoy that part too. Yeah, definitely a 4. Third Season, I swear it's not because of the retrospective, but I have to give it a 5. Their second music video, and it's just like a really like chill song. I don't know, I can't really explain it, but it's a non-skip. The next 3 songs are 4s. Should just get that out the way right now. Lower Your Head, Coin Return, and New Patron Saints. If I could do halves, I would probably give New Patron Saints and Angels 4.5. It's really good. I don't know. I have to give it a 4. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll go with 4. 3 Seconds Notice. To this point, worst song on the album. Like it's not bad really. Like the verses are okay. The music's good, but like the chorus just kills it for me. Like the way he says "I quit," it fills me with a cringe. Automatic skip. All right, Salt for Your Wounds, another 5, and this one's not on the retrospective album. Definitely one of the best songs on the album for me. Good chorus, good verses, good music, and the bridge when it slows down a bit and then it goes low and then it ramps back up for the last chorus. It's just really good, and I really like that song. Today's Lesson, I have to give it a 2. Like it's not as bad as 3 Seconds Notice with that awful part, but it's a cover song. Yeah, it just doesn't like live up to the other 3s on this album. Actually, you know what? There are no 3s on this album yet until this next one, The Devil Loves You. That is a 3 for me. It's a hard 3 too. Like I kind of want to give it a higher rating, but like it doesn't. It's not to the level of the 4s on here. And 000, the final song on the album, is a 4. It's also shouty, but it has a really great chorus, and it's definitely deserving of the 4. So overall, Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes gets a 3.78 as expected so far. And I guess I'm not doing bonus tracks, but their cover of Last Caress, 5. Yeah, I mean the song itself is already a 5, but in my opinion, their cover is better than the original. Yeah. My opinion. Leave me a comment if you disagree. All right, Black Sails in the Sunset, everybody's favorite album until Sing the Sorrow. Strength Through Wounding, another 4. Very solid opener. Very short. It's a really great show opener. Porphyria, Kutene Tarda, Porphyria. Right. 5. Love it. I don't know all the words because he just yells a lot, but it's so good. Like the bridge and everything, just really good song. Exsanguination, not as good, but still really good. I give it a 4. Malleus Maleficarum, 5. Love it. Love that song. I feel like they should have put that on the retrospective over Prayer Position. I think they did on some versions, right? Narrative of Soul Against Soul, solid 4. Close Smoke Catharsis is a very slow song, but it's also really good. It's not 5 good, but it is definitely, I would give it a 4. And then Prayer Position, like it's a good song, but like not to the level of the other songs that we've seen on this album so far. So I have to give it a 3. No Poetic Device, love it, great song, especially when they play it live. It's really good. But I mean, I don't feel like it's a 5, but it's definitely a 4. The next song is a 5, Last Kiss. I really enjoy that song. I think it's like really well written. The music is really great. Definitely a 5. Weather Tomb is good. I just feel like it kind of feels like a filler song. It's not up to the standard of everything else that we've heard so far. So I have to give that one a 3. Although I feel like I should put Prayer Position higher than Weather Tomb, but I think I'll stick with the 3s on those. At a Glance, another 3, to be honest. Even though I do really like the ending of the song, it has to be a 3. God Caught In Sick Today, man, it's so good, but nah, it has to be a 5, right? It has to be. Their show closer for a very long time, The God Walk, and the song itself is really good, and it's fun to play on guitar. So 5. And then the final song is a hidden track, Midnight Sun. I really enjoy this song. The part with Davey speaking the words of a book or poem or whatever, I could go without that. I mean, it's not bad. Chorus is hella cool. So a 4 on that too. Black Sails in the Sunset, a very solid 4.07. Yeah, it's as I expected so far. Art of Drowning, it's kind of like Black Sails, but not really, actually. Not really at all. I feel like Davey started to actually sing more on Art of Drowning instead of just shouting a lot. Initiation was really a letdown, because after Keeping Out of Direct Sunlight and Strength Through Wounding, you really expect like a really good opening track, and this just isn't it. I like how it kind of starts off with similar to Morning Star from the end of the album, and I like how it flows into the next song, but it's a 1. Like it just doesn't compare to the previous 2. I am trying to keep it within these albums, huh? Still a 1, doesn't matter. Lost Souls is definitely a 5. Great song overall, really fun. It's only retrospective, but still, so good. The Nephilim has to be a 4. I could even go as low as 3. I don't know, I have a lot of nostalgia for that song though. I'll give it a 4. Ever in a Day, another really good song. 4. Like the bridge when David's like, "Will you?" It's so good. Sacrifice Theory is my personal favorite song on this album. It's a 5 for me. It's a really fun song. Greetings and Goodbyes, like it should be really good, but to me it kind of like the middle of this album it just kind of like dips a little bit, and this is the start of that. So I have to give it a 3. Like it's very average for me. Smile and Story at 3 are kind of interchangeable in my opinion. They kind of just feel like they're there. So they both get a 3. Because, I mean, they're not bad. I can't give them a 2. But they're not like the Nephilim or Ever in a Day. You know what I mean? So 3s. Days of the Phoenix, I gave it a 5. It's another fan favorite. And just like a really good song. It's also really fun to play. So I don't know how everybody feels about Catch a Hot One. But for me, it's a 5. Really like the song. I like it better than Ever in a Day, Nephilim. So, yeah. I'd say it's... I don't know if it's on par with like Lost Souls and Sacrifice Theory though. Yeah, I really like it. I'll go to 5. Wester, for West, I like Wester, but like it's not to the quality of some of the other songs on the album. I think a 3 fits it really well. Like the one big problem I have with the song is in the bridge when they're like one word, like they had to like smush the words together to get it to fit, and it just bugs me all the time. 6 to 8 is I like 6 to 8 a lot, but I have to give it a 3. Like it's not as good as the next song. Despair Factor, there's a 4. Really enjoyed the song, both parts of it, because both parts were so different. Like the first 2 verses and choruses versus like the end of the song, so much different, but they're both really good. And they got that little line from Beetlejuice in there. Really good song. Morning Star is another really good song on the album. Not quite a 5. Like it's really good. It's a really good song, but I don't think it stacks up to God Called In Sick Today, but it is very close, and I give that a 4. The hidden track Battled, I gave it a 2. Like it's nothing special. I mean, it's not bad though. It's a 2. All right, so for Art of Drowning, it is getting a 3.6, which puts it right under Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes. See, that surprises me, because I thought it would be probably just under Black Sails. It didn't miss it by that much. I think if Battled was better, or if I gave another song like a 5 or something. All right, and here is the easiest album to rank. It's so good. It's my favorite album of all time. Miseria, 5. Like, best opening track. The first time I ever saw AFI live, they played that as the opener, and like I still get chills when I hear it, because like just being there, and it's just so like all the energy and everything is just amazing. So 5. Leaving Song Part 2 is a 5. I almost gave it like a 4, but I couldn't really justify rating it a 4. It's a 5. Like, it's a good song. It's so good. Bleed Black is probably my favorite AFI song. It's a 5. That's where the album actually starts. Yeah, favorite AFI song. So good. Like the verses, the choruses, the bridge. Oof, bridge. So good. I love that it's like back and forth between, Davey and background vocals for the chorus. And it's so good. Man, I'm really bad at reviewing songs, huh? I was like, yeah, it's good. I like it. Alright, Silver and Cold. Sometimes I skip it, but it's probably because I've heard it so many times. It's so good. You get the piano in the beginning. 5. I can't justify giving these songs a 4. So what's next? Dancing Through Sunday, 5. Easy 5. Girls Not Grey, easy 5. Like, they like to open their sets with it a lot. And it's just like a really fun song. Like, do you ever find yourself skipping Girls Not Grey? I mean, I guess you could sometimes, but it's just really good. Like, overall, like, Death of Seasons, easy 5. Oh, here we go. All right, Great Disappointment. So hear me out. This is probably the only song, maybe not, but that I skip sometimes, because the intro is so long. Like, the song is really good. The demo is really good too, but it does get skipped quite a bit just because I don't have the patience to wait. That's the only reason it gets a 4. Paper Airplanes, amazing, 5. Cellular Dream, that actually might be my favorite AFI song, also a 5. I was gonna give Leaving Song a 4. I really thought about giving it a 4, but like, for what it is, it's so good, and it just, like, it feels like the album is about to end. Like, it brings it down, you know what I mean? Like, when you hear it, it's just like, okay, alright, I'm relaxed, something's about to happen. And then it does happen, but Home is Nowhere happens, and that's a 5. Like, amazing vocals. I mean, this whole album is, like, the vocals, the writing, lyrics, the music, just everything is perfect. And then you have This Time Imperfect, which is the perfect hidden track. It's so good. I left out Spoken Word because it's not really a song. It's just like three poems. Yeah, like I really wanted to give this album a 5 out of 5, but just because of Great Disappointment takes a long time to get going. What does it come up to? It comes up to a 4.92. Oh man, if I was counting B-sides. And then Reaver's Music on 336, that's so good. All the B-sides are really good. That's why I'm not counting them. Alright, December Underground. The only year this album could have been released is 2006. Sing the Sorrows, timeless. Burials, timeless. This one is 2006 incarnated into a CD. So what do we got? Prelude, 1221. That's a 4. I like it a lot. Man, when they re-released when they released the long version of the Miss Murder video with Prelude in the beginning of it, oh, so good. 4, especially if you rewind the CD and you get that little bit ahead of time. Very good. Love Kill Caustic. That's a 5. Second favorite song on the album. I don't care what you say. I know it's like I said, 2006. That's what it was. Miss Murder, 3. Even though it's very basic, super overplayed, the only AFI song that a lot of people know, it's still not horrible. It's a banger. Like, you just listen to it and you can, just jam to it. Like, it's not offensive. Like, it's not offensively bad. It's a 3. It's very, very average. Summer Shudder is very good. It's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4. Oh man, I forgot how good Summer Shudder is. I need to go listen to it again. The Interview is a 3. It's just because it is kind of a slog to get through. But it's not bad. It's not terrible. Like, it's a good song. Oh, the chorus is so good too. Yeah, the chorus is hella good. Love Like Winter, another 3, another average song. Affliction, that's a definite 3. You might be asking why I have Kill Caustic as a 5 and Affliction as a 3. It's because Affliction, I don't know. It is good. I like it. It's a 3. I can't give it a 4. As much as I like it, I can't give it a 4. Missing Frame, however, is a 4. Has kind of like a different vibe going for it. Yeah, it's a 4. Kissing Control, I do like this song, but I have to give it a 3 because it's not up there with like Summer Shudder or Missing Frame. I do like the bridge. Yeah, it's a good song. But yeah, it's a 3. Killing Lights, another one of my favorite AFI songs overall. It's a 5. I just love the song. Like, I don't know how other people feel about it, honestly. When I saw them play at the for their the Blood tour, they played both Bleed Black and Killing Lights, which are my 2 favorite AFI songs. It was amazing. 37mm is a 4. It's a good song, and it's very different. And Endlessly She Said, I have to give it a 3. I skip it most of the time. At least like 95% of the time it pops up on my playlist or whatever, I skip it. No real reason. It just doesn't, it's not up to 37mm, Missing Frame, Summer Shudder. Yeah, 3 at the highest, honestly. December Underground, it's a 3.6. All right, 3.6. Where are we getting? Oh, tied. It's like a straight up tie with Art of Drowning. All right, Crash Love is ironically my second least favorite AFI album. Let's take a look at why. Torch Song is a 2. It's an okay opener, but like, I just hate the way Davey sings it. Like, there was like a theory a while back about it's like a satirical take on that type of devotion or whatever, and like that kind of like raised it up for me a little bit, but it's still like a 2 like overall. It's got a good O in the beginning of it, but that's about it. I hate Beautiful Thieves. I hate that it's a single, and I hate that they play it often. I don't know what it is about it that I just don't like. I think it's like the lyrics. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it like at all. And transmission, very good for this album, at least. I do enjoy it, but I have to give it a 3. It's like it's very average. Too Shy to Scream is a very catchy song to listen to. I usually don't skip it because there's nothing that it makes me go, oh, not this again, and skip it. Like I give it a 5, honestly, for this album. Yeah, definitely a 5. Veronica Sawyer Smokes, another 5 for this album. Is that a fucking boat? Okay, I Feel Better Now. It's a bit slower. I don't know. It's really good. Like I don't listen to it often, but compared to the rest of this album, I give it a 4. Medicate is very average. That's gonna be a 3. When I heard about this new album, Crash Love, coming out, I was all excited, and then I heard the first single, Medicate, and I was like, okay, it's something. I love the video just because of the little Crash Love necklace. I Am Trying Very Hard to Be Here is a hard one. I used to really like it. I don't know what it is, but I'll give it a 4. Especially for this album, it's a 4. Sacrilege. prepare the comments, please. I give it a 2. I do not like the song at all. I feel like it's just like trying too hard, like it's too on the nose. You know what I mean? And it kind of feels like one of those expositions, like from Very Proud of You, if you know what I mean. I gave it a 2. Like I don't know what it is. Like I like the way Davey sounds on it because he sounds more like Decemberunderground, Sing the Sorrow type of sound. Because a lot of things changed for on Crash Love for Davey's voice. But I still have to give it a 2. Darling, I Want to Destroy You. It's a good song. Give it a 4. I don't know. It's like a fun vocal song. Cold Hands. That's a 5. I really like this song. But yeah, it kind of relates to AFI's trajectory over time. And It Was Mine. It's a very solid closer. I give it a 4. Yeah, pretty solid. So for Crash Love, they get a 3.58. Comes in right under Art of Drowning. Now see, I thought Answer That and Stay Fashionable was going to be above Crash Love. I thought this would be my bottom, this would be my second to bottom. But we still have 2 more to go, so who knows what's going to happen, right? So, Sinking Night, it's a good opener. I kind of wish it was longer. It doesn't feel like an opening track. Actually, it kind of does. Yeah, it does kind of. Yeah, it works. I mean, I give it a 4. Like, I do really enjoy it. It could have been longer. I Hope You Suffer. It's a jam. Give it a 4. Solid 4. Deep Slow Panic, 4. I feel a trend coming on. With No Resurrection, I give it a 4. I don't know. It reminded me of like older like rock music kind of thing. Like not quite as much of a 4 as I Hope You Suffer or Sinking Night or Deep Slow Panic. Maybe I should have gave it a 3. No, because I do like it more than the next song, 17 Crimes. 3. Very average. I mean, it's catchy. It's like the pop song of the album. And The Conductor, I gave it a 3. I don't know. Just some of it's annoying. When Davey says a tourniquet, I don't know. It just some of the ways that he says things really gets to me. So yeah, those 2 are 3s. That's why I can't give No Resurrection a 3 because I feel like it's better than those songs. Heart Stops is really solid. 4. Rewind's really good. Not quite a 5, but like a 4.5, I think. The Embrace is a definite 5. Love that song. Just really good. Man, this whole album, like you can really feel what Davey was like going through when he wrote it, and like his expression vocally. Wild, there was a time when I would have probably given it a 5, but the chorus doesn't do it for me. Like I like the verses, I like the bridge, I love the bridge, but the chorus just doesn't really doesn't grab me, if you know what I mean. So it's a 4. Greater Than 84, I feel like that song has no reason to be on this album. It doesn't fit the rest of it. I give it a 3. Anxious is my favorite song on the album. It's so good. Perfect title for it too. So I give it, yeah, definitely a 5. One of my favorite AFI songs overall. And The Face Beneath the Waves, I give it a 3. It feels like it's like trying to be The Embrace, but like not really. They're too similar for me. And it's not as good as The Embrace, so yeah, let's give it a 3. Alright, so for Burials, I just want to mention, before I show the rating, I do consider Burials my second favorite AFI album. 3.84. So what does that put it above here? Puts it above Art of Drowning, puts it above Decemberunderground. Wait, where are you going? Puts it above Answer That. No, not Answer That. Fucking Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes. But not above Black Sails. And now their most recent album. When this album came out, I was like, what is this? Why? But Dark Snow is good. Like the opening. It's a weird kind of feeling song, and I dig it. It's a 4. Still a Stranger, definite 5. Best song on the album. I love it. Just overall, it's a really really great song. I used to hate Aurelia just because it's so repetitive, but I don't like when it gets to the part where they're like doing the background vocals. It's just, I don't know, it's got like a vibe to it. If you know what I mean, you could like relax and like zone out to it kind of thing. But I give it a 3. It's a long explanation for a 3. Hidden Knives is a 4. That was a single, and it's good. Like it's a good song. I really enjoy it. Not as much as Still a Stranger, but close. I really like Get Hurt. To me, it reminds me of like a 90s song for some reason. I don't know. I really enjoy it too. Above the Bridge is a 2. I do not like it. It is very, very repetitive. I saw you on the bridge, and then you were on the bridge, and now you're on the bridge. Horrible, horrible chorus. The rest of the song's not that bad either. It's just the chorus is garbage. So Beneath You. Again, feel free to leave me comments. I want to give it a 1, to be honest, but I'll give it a 2. It sounds a lot like the music part sounds a lot like a song from Very Proud of You. I can't remember which one it is exactly right now, but that's what it sounds like every time I hear it. And lyrically, it just sounds like Davey was trying to write Head Like a Hole, which was already written a long time ago, and he already covered that song, but not as good. Like, it just doesn't, it sounds like it's trying to be Head Like a Hole, but like it's not even close. All right, Snowcats is a very different song, their second single for this album. Like the callback, that's what it is. Like the callback between like Davey and Jade and the chorus is so good. Love seeing it live. But is it as good as Still a Stranger? That is the question. You know what? I'll give it a 5, honestly. Just because it was so different, like such a different way to go about writing a song. Dumb Kids sounds like filler. It's a 3. Pink Eyes, another, to me, filler song, 3. Feed from the Floor, I could give it a 4. White Offerings, or The Leaving Song Part 2, I give it a 3. It's very average. I think it was a good pick for the first single to people that enjoy Leaving Song Part 2 would hear it and like, oh yeah, AFI is going back to that kind of sound. They didn't, but it's a very middle of the road song, so very average. 3. She Speaks the Language, I'm gonna give it a 2. And just thinking about the lyrics and the verses, it's terrible. The Wind That Carries Me Away, I'm also gonna give that a 2, just because I don't dig it. It doesn't grab me. So Blood, what do we get for Blood? Blood gets a 3.28. So where does that come in? Right. Ooh, under Crash Out. That is surprising, because the songs that I like on Blood, I like them more than the songs that I like on Crash Love. Huh. Yeah, I would have thought this would have been under here somewhere. I would have thought this would have been down here too. But yeah, that's my final ranking for all the current AFI albums. That is until Bodies comes out. So far, it's not looking good, to be honest. But expect a full review of that album when it comes out. Maybe I'll go through the EPs too. That wouldn't be so bad. Of course, the first couple of EPs are just songs that were on the first 2 albums. But worse quality. Yep, that is all for now. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. This is a very long video for my first video on this channel. But if you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, leave me a comment and tell me why not. And I will be back for another video some other time. I don't know how to end these videos, since I don't want to go back to my next time thing. But thanks. Nope, that's a Crash Love Gaming thing, not the one that. Bye, everybody.